The disconnect between the attainment of my personal goals and Nigeria achieving her corporate national goals lay squarely in one fallacious programming we all have been programmed with individually from birth. And that fallacious programming lies squarely in the concept of individual interests, individual parochial interests superseding our nationalistic interest of the collective. And therein lies our problems.
It just boils down to leadership. I mean, you're trying to achieve your goals and you're looking at Nigeria reaching its full potential. Individuals who are not self-led cannot reach their potential. The country will not reach its potential because you have a system that is flawed. And then obviously you have constitutional reforms. I mean, a country cannot reach its full potential when the system that is set up does not favor the people who make decisions. So business leaders influence decision-making, political leaders who are corrupt and are complicit. So what kind of nation are you going to build? How can people reach their potential when they're not self-led? I have business leaders who are corrupt.
Each and every one of us is programmed to chase after parochial interests and forgo the interest of the collective. And the interest of the collective is the interest and the goals and objectives of Nigeria. If each and every one of us, those on the streets, the common man on the streets, those in power, when we keep on chasing after our own individual interests, what happens is we start rowing in opposite directions from where the country and where the rest of us are rowing in. And what happens is that we have a net result, net effect of no movement.
When you're self-led, you know who you are, you've discovered your potential, it's very, very easy to achieve your goals. Obviously, you're going to create your own little Nigeria, you have your inverter, you have generators, your business is thriving because you know who you are. And then you leave political leadership to non-entities who have no idea what it means to govern. They're only interested in reaching their own personal gains. They are greedy, they'll do whatever it takes to get power. They'll kill, they'll destroy human beings because they want to perpetrate themselves by all means humanly possible.
People talk about leadership being the problem. I think that problem of the fundamental fallacious programming manifests itself in our leadership as well. Even if you bring leaders who have studied in Harvard, who have gone to the best schools of management and leadership, if they come back with that same fallacious programming not erased, they'll come in there and use the institution of government, use the structures of governance to chase after their narrow parochial interests. And once they keep going against the interest of the collective, neither they nor the collective nor everyone else will be able to get to achieve their own objective. And that's what the disconnect is.
The elites over time have entrenched themselves for generations. And obviously the poor will always remain poor and the rich will always remain rich. Obviously the poor will always hold on to God. And the reality is that the church is instrumental in the process because most poor people are sedated because of religion. And obviously the church is a purveyor of hope. The elites are empowered, their kids are empowered, they create a generation of empowered individuals, the poor people remain poor, the nation is not working, and of course the nation that doesn't work, there will be social challenges. Terrorism, war, advanced free fraud, armed robbery, and kidnapping. What gives in Nigeria?
The disconnect between me achieving my goal and Nigeria achieving her objective is because we all, who are components of this same entity, geographic entity called Nigeria, have been programmed to chase after parochial interest at the expense of the collective. And once you are at loggerheads with the collective, you are going left, the collective is going right. And imagine replicate this issue across 207 million Nigerians. We will never make any motion, just entropy and anarchy without movement.